Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 63rd, I forgot the number, episode of Casts and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GGN crew. Mac will not be joining us this evening. How's everybody doing?
I don't know why. I just want to be like, because I killed her. But that's not.
Wow.
She's on vacation.
Wow, no.
I don't know. It's been a long day.
Came in hot, just like today is for me. Because
it's the heat. I blame
heat wave.
Has anybody escaped death row by pleading insanity by way of heat wave yet? Because I feel like I wouldn't blame them.
None of those words made sense.
Today is going places.
Well, how did that make... Anyways.
This week doesn't make sense to me.
I'm just really tired.
Yeah, it's been a week for everyone. For me and Bun, it's been a week. House things, so fun times.
House things. They're worst things.
Some other things though is we're almost to 1650 on the podcast. So thank you all for listening to us.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to
We're
these.
glad that you like our voices so much.
Thank you for monotone thanking our fans.
I was leaning into the mic to see if I could give them a little like ASMR.
Oh yeah, thank you everyone for
we're going
filling out your ear holes with our voices.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot.
Fun fact, that's called the proximity effect for
you
sound.
Just like, I'm not fucking doing
for
this.
you sound nerds.
Your face.
Getting close to your microphone and how it sounds better and fuller. Anyway, enough sound nerd talk. Cool thing as well is if you didn't see last week, we have new merch, and I'm gonna hit the new merch button so you can see it on the stream. Where is it? There it is. Yay! Big Brain Energy merch, as well as brand new Sweet Justice merch. I love the Sweet Justice one.
On a tank yet?
Not yet.
Okay, if you need it on a tank, wait. Don't order the t-shirt because he's gonna put it on a tank. He just hasn't, and I don't want you. I mean, you could buy both because then you're covered.
Buy the t-shirt. 100%.
I'm saying this live, and he's mad at me, but I want him to do it. So now he has
angry typing. It's like I can't fix it if we're on stream.
I know you can't, but you knew you were supposed to do it, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay. I've yeah. But anyway, go grab one of those. I love the new Sweet Justice shirt. That was a great idea. It was executed to perfection.
Which one?
Sweet Justice, because inside the words are the characters. They're inside the letters.
I was thinking we need something it's like a little more subtle if you don't want to like have a full-on Mimi out in front of the whole world, but you know, it's classy looking. It could be a band. Like people aren't going to know.
Be a band? Yeah.
Yeah, we're a band. One of us is a band. We're his roadies.
Ron's troop.
Yeah.
I'm in a band though.
You are in a band.
That's true. That is true.
Manager.
The manager.
That's now rich, I guess.
Oh, and Vin's your PR. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I'm the muscle. I'm the roadie.
Oh man, dude, Ron is rolling deep.
I want to say one thing in chat too. To Village, who created the Mimi design, you should be getting a tank top very soon. Probably next week. I think some of the shipping got delayed. But I just checked on the order, so it'll be there. I promise. Thanks, shipping. But anyway, if you're curious about our shipping times, or if you just want to see merch, go to castsandcantrips.com. And you can put /merch on there if you want, or you can navigate yourself there. Either way that you want to do it. But that's where you can find everything about Casts and Cantrips. You can go from merch to previous episodes. They each have the podcasts on there as well as the YouTube embedded right in there, so you can go to it. There's a little synopsis that I write for every episode. So if you just want to catch up and use your eyeballs instead of your earballs to catch up, then you can do that. I know I did it on purpose. I saw your look.
I was so confused.
But anyway, yeah, go check out cashesandcantrips.com. As well, I think that's all that I've got. I don't think is there anything else that we need to talk about now that I don't think I can think of.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate all the viewers and listeners. Just
Yeah.
you guys
Thanks for being here.
Everybody in the peoples are great.
Yes, thank you for supporting us.
Yay for D&D.
And we do know that we owe you a Ron Adventure one shot. So that is it's on the table.
We have a lot of stuff on the list behind it. Like there's a lot of stuff we're working on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know.
I'm hoping maybe it's hard to say because work is crazy. These next few months we're releasing 2 games. Yeah.
it's coming. Stay tuned.
Yep. Yeah, moving's a bitch.
Don't move ever.
But anyway, just stay tuned. We got stuff. We got lots of stuff planned. I promise. It's just
stuff.
It's here, and we've got it, and it's in its nice little jar. And then we're gonna open the jar, but not right now because it's too early. Because it'll get lost when we move. We don't want to lose everything. I'm so stupid sometimes, but that's okay. That's why you watch the show.
Let's play.
Yeah. All right. Hey, intro. Bye. See you in a minute. Story last left off with Ron bursting through the doors of Sapphire Paradise while carrying the petrified Brannis over his shoulder. He informed one of the resort attendants that Brannis was stabbed by a poison dagger by the master thief known as Curio. This caused a panic in the entryway, and many of the resort patrons fled the scene while checking their belongings. Ultimately, a master artificer was summoned to alleviate Brannis' current petrified condition. Afterward, Brannis' realization that he has a new best friend, as he was brought back to life, and his best friend being Ron. Brannis and Ron made their way back to the docks to look for traces of Curio. Meanwhile, back in the resort, Bryn and Vin hid inside a wardrobe to keep from being seen from Jade Boulderdown as she entered into her room. Although Jade did hear something as she went inside, Vin's subtle casting of greater invisibility kept the two heroes hidden from Jade's searching. After she freshened up to go back to the game downstairs, Bryn and Vin continued their search throughout her room. Vin ultimately got the hidden compartment's lock open to see hidden papers inside of a trunk belonging to Jade. There were detailed reports of every single player in the Hand of Fate game except for Valken. They were also stamped with a curious symbol on them. Once they finished searching, Bryn and Vin made their way back to the entrance of the resort. When Bryn learned of Ron and Brannis' destination, she ran after them. After acquiring coconuts as improvised weapons, Brannis and Ron arrived at the docks looking for Mortimer Dubois, otherwise known as Curio. They were led to his small ship called the Star Chaser, and Constable Bray deputized them both and accompanied them to search the ship while he kept watch. Shortly after, Bryn caught up with the group to also assist in searching. They encountered a dock worker cleaning the deck of the Star Chaser and questioned him if anyone had been on the ship recently. After satisfying their curiosities and answering their questions, the dock worker was allowed to leave the ship. The group then searched the captain's quarters for signs of Curio. They located a crumpled pile of clothing that was the same outfit that Curio was wearing inside of the manor of Lord Thornsby. They also found a chest inside the cabin that contained the satchel of the stolen gems from the villa. They also searched a wardrobe that contained various types of clothing in many different shapes and sizes, almost as if it were for different people. The group then ventured back to the resort. And as they arrived, the whole party was once again reunited. They came up with a scheme to plant the magical potion on Jade to frame her for cheating in the game. Ultimately, Brandis' drunken self was able to distract Jade and her friend long enough for Bryn to plant the potion in Jade's coat. Shortly after, the Hand of Fate game began again. Ultimately, the planted illegal item was not needed, as Valken narrowly won the Hand of Fate in a final showdown where both parties were all in. Jade was very much taken by surprise that she had lost the hand and was promptly led away from the table by her friend that had been accompanying her. The rest of the party followed them down the hallways of the resort, and that is where we will begin our session this evening. And I have dressed the occasion since you're at a resort.
You are like
Very good.
cruise director.
A couple episodes too late, but you know what? Better late than never.
He was
Save-
wearing it in his
Save the outfit for the best episode.
Yeah.
It's a souvenir shirt that you snagged on the way out.
Yeah, on the way, on the gift shop on the way out.
Sell in the shop.
So you see her friend, or her whoever's accompanying her, sort of kind of leading her away down the halls towards one of the lifts.
Oh yeah, we were chasing after.
And if you need a reminder, he is a male human man wearing just very fine clothes, much as everyone else is. Sort of a nondescript, close cropped haircut, clean shaven.
Does he seem like he's aware that we are tailing them right now? Or
Not currently.
okay.
Does she look in distress, minus the fact she lost the card game?
Make an insight check.
I believe.
I also make an insight check.
You
Chest.
cannot make an insight chest, but you can make an
Make a
insight check.
Thanks.
Can go inside one's chest. The power of the dice roll says 21.
21.
Mine's not good.
It seems just, and you're facing away from them as they're sort of marching. He's walking with purpose, and his arm is locked with hers. But as you're sort of reading between the lines here, he's definitely leading her away. They're not locked in arms, strolling down the hallway. Based on his actions, where he gathered her things, picked her up from the table, and led her out, he's making sure that she goes that direction. There's not an active struggle. She's not yelling or trying to get away, but that's what it looks like to you.
Quick, run! We have to get them. They are getting away.
Okay, but maybe he's protecting her. But she
Protecting?
does not seem unwilling.
Brandis pipes up, since he's with your group now.
Oh no.
He's obviously an ass. I mean,
Brandis, you got to, we're like, what do you say, sneaking.
Much
Following.
did you have to drink? You
how much
smell
did you
like
have to drink?
the bottom of a barrel.
Shh. And he puts his finger up to Bryn's lips. Shh. Sneaking.
Yeah.
We should follow and see what happens.
I'll say Valken's probably a few steps ahead of you guys now, just walking with purpose.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still.
Do you
tailing
want them to know
at
you're
a-
there or not?
Not yet.
Everyone
Not
roll
yet.
stealth.
The rest of us are intentionally letting Valkan lead, by the way. Like a little bit ahead. We know
Brandis
he's
rolls
better.
with disadvantage.
Of course he does.
14.
His shushing of Bryn worked though, because I rolled real well.
20 total.
Brandis rolled an 11.
20.
Okay. At this point, they're not aware, from what you can tell. They are probably 40 to 50 feet away from the lift. So,
Looks like they're gonna board.
yep. They're walking towards
just
that way.
goes upstairs to the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not like gonna get away.
I think probably before they go to like open the door or something. Is there a door on it or?
Yeah, it's like a little. Think of like the little lifts where there's like a little cage on it, something that you open up and then close.
I think Falcon will sort of shout. How far ahead are they?
How far ahead do you want them to be? You're the one tailing them, so you can be any distance you'd like.
I have no idea. I guess we're far enough back that they haven't noticed us yet, but
nope.
Let's say what? I don't know, 30 feet.
Mind you, when they get to the lift and they turn to the side, you're in a hallway. So if you want to be hidden, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to go. Otherwise, you're gonna be in a hallway.
Before they got to like a button or a switch or something to open the door, Balkan was just gonna shout to them, be like,
sure.
"Oi, wait a minute! Hello, wait up!"
They ignore you.
Okay.
Can
And I will
message?
increase my speed and try to catch them before they enter onto the lift.
Okay. At this
Can I
point,
use message?
Yeah. You can.
When I hear, like, basically in response to Valcon calling out. I want to send message to Jade.
Sure.
Now remind me again, if she responds, the other person might know she's responding. They just wouldn't be able to hear it, or they would be able to hear it. I think they'd be able to hear it with message. Because I don't have subtle.
Let's see, because I forgot what I ruled last time.
Sending was in the mind.
So the target,
Message.
and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So they cannot hear it.
Okay. They couldn't hear it, but they might be able to see the whispering, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I say, Jade, we will not hurt you. We just need some information. If you are the buyer, you should turn around and talk to us. If you are in trouble, you should let us catch up with you. If you are not in trouble and you keep moving, then you will be.
I don't recall any specific interactions that Brent has had with Jade.
Oh, that's a really good point.
I don't think you've spoken to her ever.
That's a really good point.
So she sort of, you see her look back and like look around. And
At this, like I said, I was starting to increase my speed towards them, but I was wanting to approach them as if I'm still sort of Brad, and I'm trying to like catch up and like speak like a post game chat, not giving away who I am yet.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. And she replies in the message, I'm sorry, who is this and what is your concern with this? I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment. She's like looking, and then she sees sort of Brad sort of walking up. This is about the time that they get to the elevator, they click the button, and then Brad is walking up. And you say, hey, and Jade sort of turns to look at you, and then her friend is waiting for the lift, looks at you, and just doesn't say anything. Are you approaching and gonna talk to him?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you say?
Sort of pretend like I'm slightly out of breath, like, oh, you guys were moving at a brisk pace there and left so quickly. I would like to at least buy my opponent a drink after the game. That was an exciting game.
And the man says, I'm sorry, we have a ship to catch. You understand, a tight deadlines and all.
important people and all that, I understand, but so soon? Immediately after the game?
Yes. Is there a problem with that? With our travel schedule?
No problem at all. Hey, if I wanted to get in contact with you, maybe future business opportunities, how would I be able to find you?
Are you speaking? You're speaking to him still, right?
Speaking
just in the
more,
direction.
Yeah, more towards Jay, but I guess I can address him as well. I don't know. I don't know what they're.
I'm sorry, that just won't be possible. We're not interested.
Ah.
You did play quite the game, Mr. Pitt. I was quite surprised, honestly. Well played, sir.
Right. Well, I wouldn't want to keep you from your plans. So, again, it was nice to meet you. Well played game, and hopefully we can maybe cross paths in the future.
Yes, well. It was good seeing you. Are you going up as well?
Our
and the
room
lift
is
sort of...
Actually.
Oh,
so,
well. And he sort of steps in and kind of, you know, just arms locked with her and steps inside.
Do we have room for a couple more of my entourage is traveling with me? I kind of wave down the hall. Come on.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir, we are coming.
Mr. Pitt.
Mr. Pitt.
So he's the kind of guy in an elevator that's like trying to close the door, but you've got your arm in it so it can't close, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is my team. We just need to get to our room.
I see.
I think
they sort of just make room, and there's just you all like squeeze into this elevator.
Pardon the intrusion.
Of course. Is that all? Anyone else?
That's all. Yes.
Just hits the button to close the door.
I'm gonna do the thing where I kind of take up more space than I need to, so that I'm kind of, because I'm taller than everyone else in here except for Ron.
You're Brent spreading.
And yeah, I'm Brent spreading, and I want to kind of position myself to where I'm mostly annoying the dude, mystery dude that's her friend that I don't know. So it's kind of like, sorry, but like I'm clearly not sorry.
You're definitely way bigger than he is.
Yeah, I'm taking up as much space as possible.
As we're kind of going up, I'm sort of side-eyeing Jade to see if there's, I don't know, any sort of change in facial expression. As we go up, is there any sort of visually sort of worry now that she's on a lift, or I don't know?
She's sort of looking over at you all, and she looks to you like Falcon. I'm assuming you're standing beside her since you all came in at the same time, or came in first, and she's looking at you just see if you're paying attention to her, and she's looking back, and he's like holding their arm locked, but he's kind of got his hand on it.
She's just kind of looking. There's no subtle like
the way you're saying that is giving me, like, as a woman, like super red flag vibes, but I can't tell if that's what you're going for. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely leading her somewhere.
Okay. Like, she's being fully like lady napped if we don't step in here, is the vibe I'm getting.
And she says to you all, or to her friend, maybe they could just come up for one drink. And the man goes, I'm sorry, that doesn't fit with our timeline. You see, we have to go. He just looks very stern.
Actually, we would like to come up for a drink because here's the thing. Mr. Pitt here, his wife, was very impressed with, she's not here now, she will be up shortly. She was very impressed with your dress, and she sent you a fruit basket, but she forgot to include the note. You'll see.
Oh, that is lovely.
But she wants to come and talk to you. Specifically, the note was specifically about this, but they did not attach, we found out. So, you know, if you have time.
That does sound quite lovely. But
It
unfortunately,
was arranged marriage.
it's-
They're not like real close.
Unfortunately, that won't be possible. We have a ship to catch, as I had mentioned, and well, our time is up
Is
here.
this the guy responding?
Oh,
Oh,
well.
but you know how it is.
Yeah,
There is
what
always time.
dings?
one quick drink. And Ron's gonna
suited.
try to persuade.
5 minutes.
I was gonna say, oh,
You
it's
will
fine.
not be able to persuade him.
Oh, well, all right then.
It's fine. It's fine. You can let them go about their business.
And there is reasons for this for Ron. It's not just I'm saying no, but there are
yeah,
reasons.
yeah, I get it.
The door, it dings, the lift opens, and he says, "Pardon us, soft floor," and starts to go out and is like grabbed her hand.
I'm actually going to, since I'm assuming Ron and Brandon are kind of in front and they have to move out of the way, to let them off.
Oh, Ron wasn't gonna move.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna like move, kind of blocking with Brendan and Ron
You're keeping them from moving the lift.
from getting out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks at you all. Interesting. Move.
Sorry, I'm afraid
Just
that
look
won't be
to
happening.
to Valkan like he's in charge of me, not you.
And he looks, whoever's in front of him, both, I'm assuming Ron and Valkyrie are the ones blocking.
Oh no,
Or
I
Bryn,
was
you
remember I
all
was
were?
like literally in
You're
front of him.
all
I came
in
in
there.
after him, and
Yeah.
it was Bryn spreading like.
He
Ugh.
says to you all with a very, like, his demeanor changes to almost authoritative and stern. And he says, "As an imperial envoy of the Ventus Empire, I order you to move."
Unfortunately, we cannot comply. See, we're all independent adventurers here. You don't necessarily follow the crown, so your orders mean absolutely nothing to me. Now, what I do see is a woman who's being forced around against her will for reasons I'm quite concerned about.
Oh, you mean Jade bolted down the criminal?
I don't know what she is. All I know is, whatever you want with her seems kind of
A con
nefarious.
artist and a thief.
Hmm.
Fine.
Wow.
Go to our room. I'll explain this if it will appease your inquisitive mind.
There is a fruit
Please.
basket in your room, so it will be enjoyable at least.
After you. He just motions towards the lift door.
I guess we all flank them so he can't like make any sudden moves. Just kind of escorting him down the hall. All right.
And he looks to her. Is this your doing? Friends of yours? Acquaintances from your previous life? I'm sorry, I just met these people. So as you make your way down, Bryn, you know the room. You were there hiding.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes your way to the room. He unlocks the door and opens it and goes inside and says to her, "Sit down." And Jade complies. She sits on the edge of the bed. And he turns around. "Now, what is the meaning of this?"
So you're arresting her?
Thought we were going to be invited in for drinks first.
"She is in my custody."
Okay, do you have credentials?
Yes, he pulls out the same symbol that you saw on the paperwork inside of the hidden compartment.
Wait,
But
which
his
hidden
has
compartment?
inside the hidden compartment where you found the papers of the dossiers of every single player except for Valken. They had stamps of paper on it.
He's the one that got her that info.
And he pulls out. It's sort of a circular, sort of badge, and the symbol is sort of reminiscent to the Ventus symbol of the hippogriff.
Actually, Valkan, I think, was gonna. Weren't you after last session? You were gonna see if you could do a history check on it. I think.
Well, he's telling you at this point. They're writing around the circle on the outside is Order of Imperial Envoys.
Order of Imperial Envoys.
Well, do do you mind if we come in and have this conversation outside of the from outside the hallway?
It seems I don't have a choice. The door's open.
Good man.
Come on, show him your badge.
What? We all go in?
Yeah, you can go in. The door's open. She's sitting on the bed and he's standing.
I don't have my leaf on me, so or my feather.
Why don't you have it on you? Oh, you left your stuff in
You
the
put it in the
public.
bag. It's been in like the bag of holding forever.
Yeah, let us have it.
It's a good point.
Um,
I don't have mine in regardless.
well, since we're clearing the air here, my name's not actually Brad. Surprise.
Surprise. Of course it's not. There is no Brad Pitt.
Oh, true. Not
There's
yet.
a Brad Pitt somewhere.
But not a Brad Pitt that's rich enough or a lord to put up the buy-in that you did. Now, what I'm curious is if you are agents of the Federation. Seeing as how you replaced your
Federation?
Spaldor at this table.
Cram Federation?
Well, it's as I said, we're independent adventurers, and we took on a job. That brought us
What
here.
job was that exactly?
I don't know. I was told to play a game of cards.
He's very good at cards.
Well, unfortunately, due to your job, you've caused a major blow to the Empire. We desperately need what you've taken in this game.
Well,
What is it that you want? Perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Well, you are. Never mind. I'm just a bodyguard. Don't
Listen,
mind
honestly,
me.
it's not my money, as much as I would like it to be. As for working on a deal, I don't know if I could do that. However, even though I would love
why
to have
not?
that money, it doesn't really concern me right now. I'm quite curious of, actually what's going on here. Big players at the table. Vanthus utilizing a bystander, former criminal to play a game of cards. I don't quite understand. Maybe you could explain.
Jade Boulder Down is a prolific gambler, con artist with a particular affinity at gambling. And of course, her being in our custody, we made a deal. If she wins, we commute her sentence and she's free. Unfortunately for her and for us, she lost. So she goes back
It's
to
not
prison.
her fault. She tried really hard. Like everybody could tell, she was trying really hard to win.
And I'm sure that she tried really hard to swindle people out of their earnings.
No, what? But she did what you wanted.
She did not do what I wanted. I wanted her to win, and she failed. Those were the terms that she agreed to.
Well, hey, I don't know how this is all gonna work out. Maybe there's still a chance you can get what you want. Maybe. And I'm sure you won't
listening.
believe us if I told you we were the title of the thing that we are. that
What is it?
gave
What
us
is the title of the thing that you are?
Adventures of the Golden Feather. Yes.
Close. Emissaries of the Golden Feather.
Emissaries of the Golden Feather.
You were on the spot last time. Ron was anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it's true.
Well, now that raises concerns because one, I would ask you to prove it, and two, why are you working directly against the Empire?
I'm sorry. It was as I said. We were given little to no information other than win this card game. I have no idea.
Well,
What is
hand
actually
us
going on?
over the winnings and you'll be rewarded. If you want to serve the Empire, obviously.
What is it the Empire wants with all that money?
That doesn't concern you.
Well, it does if I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, this is true. You cannot simply ask for winnings you did not win and tell us nothing.
I can.
Oh,
It's of great importance to the Emperor himself. Perhaps you could ask him if you are emissaries.
Maybe I'm crazy here. Isn't it kind of strange for the Empire to, I don't know, seek money in this way? Are they not an empire? Could they not fund whatever it is any other way? Why is this card game so important?
Like I said, it's not your concern. Nor is it mine. The concern is what the Emperor demands and I deliver.
Come on, man. Listen.
How is it that you became an emissary of the Golden Feather as you are blatantly questioning the Emperor himself? Doesn't seem very becoming.
How do we know you're an officer of the Emperor?
I've showed you my credentials.
Could be a forgery.
Anyone could get papers.
Not like this. Not like our sigil.
Well,
So, will you hand over the winnings?
there's another key piece of information we were informed of when taking this job. There's potential for a catastrophe should the winnings go to a particular party.
Look around you. There's catastrophe everywhere. Ramcrown has destroyed the entire fleet of the Ventus Empire.
Let me rephrase
They
it.
march on the open cities in the Tyrian region. They capture
We've seen
open
the
cities in
battlefield.
there. They block all shipping lanes.
We've seen the battlefields.
It's crippling to the Empire's economy.
Yes.
The economy.
Let me rephrase this a different way. We were told that an entire city would be potentially leveled to the ground if a certain party won this money. Does that sound familiar?
An entire city. Does that
right.
seem logical to you?
Wow. We do live in a pretty fantastic world. Who knows?
Indeed we do.
Would you put it out of the realm of possibility that an entire city could be leveled in the midst of wartime?
It's my job to accept all possibilities. So no.
Does this not concern you, though?
What concerns me are our shipping lanes being choked, our food stores running low.
I get it. You're
People
a patriot.
starving.
I understand. Listen, we're not against the Empire, okay? We're not necessarily for Ramcrown either. Like I said, we're humble adventurers.
Then help us retake what was lost and is rightfully belonging to the Empire. The Federation broke away illegally centuries ago.
I just said we're independents in this.
So what you're saying is you're willing to sacrifice as many lives as possible to unify the region?
What do you mean as many lives as possible?
For the lives of the innocents of, women, children, elders of Ramcrown. If you're trying to unify the land as the Emperor wishes, which is causing strife and war in this region, in the country, what does war provide? Only death.
Indeed, so a swift end to this war would be preferable.
And as in leveling a city, perhaps.
Why do you keep bringing up leveling a city? Do you know something that I don't?
Well,
Really?
we lack information that you're not willing to give us, so.
It sounds like we have some information and you have some information. Maybe we should all be more
Cooperative.
didn't come here to
forthcoming.
be antagonistic necessarily, but
I have orders. I carry them out. I escort Miss Boulder down here. I watch her movements. I study the players. Give her information about them, the potential tells, the weaknesses.
Yeah, we saw the information you gave her. That is definitely cheating.
I'm sorry, what?
Anyways, I think we should just have a very honest conversation about what is happening. Clearly the people above us are making some poor decisions. maybe we can come to some sort of agreement, a deal if you wish. But I think we have to get all of the, how do you say, cards on the table.
Well, what do you propose?
That's pretty good. Man.
Wait, are we playing cards now?
No, Ron. No, we're not. No. It is sane.
When we are not playing cards.
No cards.
Okay.
Another turn of phrase.
Got it.
Sorry, what were you saying, sir?
What do you propose? What is your
There is
offer?
situation. We have information that whatever it is you're trying to buy is going to be used to level an entire city. Innocent people will be the majority of the casualties. It is something as adventurers cannot stand for.
And who's to say that whatever this thing that we're allegedly buying would be used for that?
Who's saying it isn't? If you give us some more information, maybe we can determine.
The information I have is what I have told you. High stakes again, a hand of fate game. I transport her here, act as her liaison. Do as much as we can to ensure that she wins. Take the winnings back to the Empire.
It's it, you're not the buyer. Oh shit, okay.
Listen, I take you for a smart and rational person. So I'll ask again. The Empire, it's not exactly poor. It has means to gain wealth. Doesn't it strike you as a little odd that this particular source of money from this one particular game is of such importance?
Need I remind you that this was for 1.2 million gold pieces?
Yeah.
Now, the Emperor is, of course, have coin. We also have to feed our people. We have to make sure the Empire still runs.
Such a good job of that.
That's the Federation's fault.
Question, is 1.2 mil like...
That's like holy fucking shit money.
Okay.
Want some shit money?
That's, to put it in perspective, like 1.2 million gold is like, that's, I'm going to make my own empire money.
Okay.
I'm going to build a palace and create walls around it and build cities money.
Okay. I guess another question is, how often are these sorts of games with this amount of money, how often do they happen? Like, is this a one-off thing? Who puts these things on?
As far as I know, they happen infrequently. We were just lucky enough that they were to happen now, so I could fulfill my orders.
It's as my colleague said, we're adventurers. Our job is to travel around and help people where possible. We would much prefer to see this war be over, as anybody else would.
Then who's to say that this device isn't used to eradicate their standing army?
So there is a device.
Whatever you said that we're supposedly using.
You got him there.
I just said there may be something that could level a city.
Whatever this thing that levels a city.
Ron's gonna insight.
Yeah, me too.
Go for it.
Just the withholding information. 16.
17.
This person is extremely hard to read, especially knowing now that they're literally a spy.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're like
You can definitely infer that this guy probably knows way more, but you don't know that he knows.
I would like to do something.
Sure.
Can I sneakily reach into Jade's pocket and retrieve the potion of mind reading?
You could try sleight of hand. They're gonna see you walk over to her because you're in a hotel room and she's sitting on the bed with her coat on.
Okay. Let's see, she's sitting on the bed with her coat on.
It's going to be very
all
difficult.
This talk is making me so hungry, and I'm going to pick up the fruit basket that we did leave, by the way. Some things have bites out of them, but it is there. I'm going to pick it up and carry it over the bed and sit next to her and offer her
please
something
stay away
from the basket.
prisoner.
I am just offering her a snack.
I don't
I'm
care.
not stopping unless he forces me to stop. I'm gonna go sit next
He
door.
puts his hand on you. Like, just stops you like this. I don't want this to get hostile. I would rather this remain civil. However, this prisoner is in my charge. Please.
Okay, it seems
Move
like
away.
you've thought of everything. It seems like you've got something in your pocket in every situation. And I wink at Jade.
Okay.
If I don't get to drink it, then I'm having her drink it.
She looks at you and she just reaches and feels something and then just puts her hand back. You can see her since you were looking in that direction. She doesn't act on anything yet, but she thinks that there's something that might be able to help her.
You freeze?
No, Max is
That's
here.
you.
It's me?
Yeah, everything's fine.
You're back.
It's weird. On my end, it does not look like it's me.
So
What were you
she
saying?
knows
I didn't hear
something's-
any of it.
She knows something's there, but is not acting on it currently because everyone is literally huddled
Okay.
around in this room.
Seems like we should have some drinks while we are talking. It might help everybody calm down and get a level head. Maybe we could see what each other's, where we are coming from.
He's like, perhaps we take this into a different room here. And
Sure.
lead you to another room that's like a dining area with like a table and chairs.
Okay.
And he picks her up and grabs her and leads her to a chair and sits her down.
Can I start pouring drinks for people? Is there like a little bar situation?
Sure.
I'm gonna make drinks. Bryn does not know how to make drinks, so let's
Sure.
see how well I do.
And he sits beside her.
It is pure vodka for everyone.
Perfect. Shots.
Yep. I'll top the vodka off, a little layered shot, you know, with a little healing tonic, which tastes worse than vodka. Just make sure everybody's like,
So-
you know, feeling good.
He sits down as you all kind of follow in. Tell me, what exactly do you want? And are you willing to transfer these winnings to the Empire? Because if you're not, then this conversation is going nowhere.
I don't think I'm wholly satisfied with some of the responses I've gotten so far. Let me,
So according
Yeah,
to your
do this.
information, there's a powerful device that could end the war. We want to end the war.
question is, what exactly is the device going to be used on?
I don't know. It's above my pay grade. If it were even a device, we're just basing it off of your inferences.
I follow. I follow. Let me ask, the Lord of Tustin, the new Lord of Tustin, was a part of the game.
Hornsby?
Is he in on this as well?
He's a buffoon.
I know he's from Ventus.
Does Brandon do anything? He's with us.
He's just
He's just like in the, like his hangover starting to hit, and he's just in the corner.
he's in the background until you address him at this moment. So
I
if
just
you want
look
to do
at him
something,
when he
you can.
calls his lord a buffoon. I just kind of look at Brandon's like,
Yeah,
"Ooh."
he's a buffoon. Brandon is just keeps his mouth sort of shut and just like,
So he's not a part of this ploy.
there was no chance he was going to win.
Okay, I didn't think he was that wealthy, to be honest. We've crossed paths.
Then
Before.
you have misjudged him.
Maybe so.
He essentially bought his seat in Tustin.
We were actually at the big ball in the capital when they were going to decide who was supposed to take over. I assume you were there as well then?
No,
No.
I was not in Icegoth for the Duchess's ball.
Oh, shame. It's quite a sight, especially for adventurers. So Jade, not
Yes.
exactly a violent criminal. You seem to be on extra guard for somebody that's done relatively, non-harmful crimes?
I procured a lot of gold from powerful people.
Oh, that want her head, or what's happening?
Jade speaking to you directly.
Oh, this is Jade.
I've procured gold from many rich and powerful people that were not happy about it.
Understandable, I assume.
I flew too close to the sun. You know what I mean?
Still, though.
Wow, that you did not burn up. That's impressive.
I am quite impressive, I'll give you that.
So that
Really?
seems
So
a bit
that's-
extreme. You would assume that you had murdered, 100 people or something with the way that he's standing guard over you.
100 people, a couple 100,000 gold.
So you have murdered 100 people?
No. I just know that they'd care more about what I've done than what someone else would have done. This is quite an egregious crime on the Empire's eyes.
Yeah, rich people are like that. You mess with their money, they get pretty pissed off.
It doesn't matter whom the crime is against. If it's egregious, it's egregious.
Well, there's
Stealing is wrong, no matter whoever it's from.
stealing is wrong. Yes, but you don't treat stealing the same way as murder. Anyway, let's not get into morality of the situation here, because I guarantee you a person of your position has gotten their hands quite dirty for the Empire.
He doesn't say anything to you.
Ha! I knew it. I knew it. By the way, I'm not exactly. I'm not moralizing. I understand it. People have a job to do.
Are you going somewhere with this, or should we start these negotiations?
Just trying to prove that this is not a hostile situation. Again, we're not
It's more of an annoying
antagonistic
situation.
here.
Watching Jade, by the
What?
way.
I missed the last.
She's loving this. She's like having her drink, and to her, it's like, I'm not going back to prison just yet because y'all stopped him. So
She isn't doing anything with the potion yet.
not yet.
I gave her a drink. Come on, girl. Take a hint.
So from her perspective, there's something in her coat. She might know that it's something in like a tincture or something like that, but it would be quite a risk for someone to just down a random thing found in
Oh,
her
but she could
coat.
like give it to me. I told her earlier I wanted to help her.
Mhm.
I feel like I've made that clear. Bryn doesn't believe in prison.
And she downs drink. If you're serving, may I have some more, please?
Oh, yes. Did you like it? It made it strong, but builds character.
I don't care about the taste. I won't have any for much longer, so
Well, good point. I guess you don't get to drink in prison, do you? And I'll start pouring her another drink.
you
What
were
is
standing
prison
behind
like
her
in the,
on her chair with her coats on the back of it.
Can I grab it? Can I grab the potion
Make a sleight of
stealthily?
hand check.
Yes. I have a advantage because of my rune knight bullshit, and I got a nat 20.
So
22.
you don't think anyone notices you. You palm it,
Sneaky
pocket it.
Bryn energy. Yeah. Oh, I don't pocket it. I pour it into the drink that I'm making.
Oh, for you in front of everyone?
Not for me. Bryn's not smart enough to do anything with that. I will make Valkyrie.
Bryn is very smart.
Yeah, but she's not socially inept to know what to do with that information.
What information are you referring to?
Whatever he's thinking. Valkan could trick him into thinking things, right? So I'm going to pour it into a drink that I slide to Valkan.
Okay.
So I slide you another, and you don't know this. So I slide you like a little shot glass of vodka, and it's topped with some healing tonic. And then I go,
He has
sorry, it
to-
needs to be sweeter. And then I grab some of the strawberries from the fruit basket, and I just kind of in my hand and strain the juice of the strawberry for you.
The whole potion has to be pulled in there, by the way, to get the effects.
I found a larger glass.
I'm just saying, so there's none left. You can't like halfway it.
No, that's fine. I'm not intending to split it. I just want to give it to Valken.
Gotcha.
So you give Valken a big glass of stuff.
Yep. Here, Valken, this will help you think clearly. Bottoms up.
What, do you want me to drink the whole thing now?
Yeah. Look, you can't negotiate on fully empty stomachs with no alcohol. This is way of my people. You know, if you're going to have meetings, everybody. Okay.
I get it. Okay.
Okay.
Bottoms up, I guess.
Cheers.
And I will just.
I'll make a toast.
Yeah.
To ending the war. Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully. And yeah, I'll just start chugging it, I guess. What
You
I was hoping we made the potion right.
You're under the effects of the detect thoughts spell. So
Yes.
you
I'm scared that might kill you.
You initially learned surface thoughts.
Didn't we make it in the toilet?
So if you focus on someone, whoever you're directing your conversation to, you learn their surface level thoughts. If you want to dig in more, you can, but they make a saving throw against it.
So it's like the spell, like
it is the you basically have the spell cast essentially, but from a potion.
Oh wow. Is this a jarring thing? Am I like aware of? Is it?
He didn't tell you it was in there, so you, as you're staring and conversing with him,
I start getting like things in my brain about like random stuff I have to try and make sense of.
And as you all are toasting and drinking, you just can hear thoughts in his mind where he's just like, just get to the point, let's get this over with.
Can he hear everyone?
As he has to focus on them to hear.
Oh. If he looks at me, there's something Bryn is thinking repeatedly in her head, so you just let me know. If not, that's okay.
Hawkins just kind of like rubbing his forehead like, Bren, I don't know, that it's a pretty strong drink, and I like turn towards Bren.
And you just hear, it was the potion, I gave you the potion, I gave you the potion, I'm sorry, it was the potion, you can read minds, you can read all the minds, you can read my minds right now, it was the potion, it was the potion, sorry, what's he thinking? And it's just looping.
Okay. Anyway, apologies. My companion likes to make the strongest drink she could possibly make.
Bill's character.
Okay. We were talking about the money, right? I don't exactly have... how much was it? 1.2? Are we talking? Estimation?
1.2 million gold pieces is what you've won.
Well, I didn't win that. I won assets, right?
Yes.
Okay, how exactly do I move assets to...
You sign them over to me.
Would I need like a lawyer present or...
Not necessarily.
I mean, it just seems kind of shady, I guess.
And he's surface level thought is just like, are you purposefully being obstinate, or are you a buffoon as well?
Well, clearly I'm not a buffoon. I'm asking the right questions here.
Do you say that out loud? Because that's what he was thinking.
I guess I kind of mutter that under my breath a little bit.
And would he be able to hear with that, or are you keeping it out of...
I guess I don't think I would have said it fully like across the table or something. It's more like just kind of like...
Did you have something to say?
Look, I if this is gonna happen, we need some sort of assurances that handing this money over to the Empire is not gonna result in the death of untold thousands or even millions of innocent lives.
Of course not. If there is such a thing, a device in which you speak, then it would be used to end the war. Finding a most tactical military target and destroying it.
Surface thoughts?
Surface thoughts on this one is he's being... As he's talking, you're not really getting anything. If you want to know more, you have to dig in deeper. Are you wanting to dig deeper in his mind?
Should I?
Do it.
Should I? I guess so. If I know how to do that.
You can.
Yeah.
You have all the effects of the spell, so if you want to take a second to read it over, you can. If he succeeds, either way, if you probe deeper, he'll know that you're probing into his mind.
He'll feel it, and he has to like roll.
He'll know that you can read his thoughts. Surface level's not going to get you a whole lot, but it's kind of freebies.
Okay, 'cause I'm thinking with a guy like this, he's probably aware of that type of magic. I'm actually gonna refrain from pushing deeper right now.
Okay. And he waits. He's like waiting for you to reply.
Would it be possible, again, like I said, we're emissaries of the feather. I know
Which you haven't proven.
We haven't proven. If we had access to our things, we could. Would it be possible to be present, I guess, in like the transfer of this money to the party it's going to find out who exactly will be utilizing the money?
Why would you want to do that? You transfer it to me, I transfer it to the Empire.
Yes, but knowing who exactly in the Empire it's going to can determine whether or not this is will be used.
Who? Everyone serves the Emperor himself.
You know, it's really tempting if one possessed such a vast wealth of untold number. Maybe someone slips away and Empire never finds out. How do we not know you are this person?
Good point, Ron.
Please do not call into question my integrity. I've loyally served the Empire for more than a decade.
We don't know that. We don't know you.
And I don't know you.
See, he does seem
Fair.
pretty patriotic, to be fair. Annoyingly so, as a matter of fact. But honestly, let's say,
Jade sort
we
of
refused.
takes another drink and drinks. She goes, he's obviously going to fuck you over. He's an agent of the Emperor. Spy, a shadowy person. I even believe him. He's lying. Why wouldn't he?
That's why I haven't handed the money over yet.
I mean, if I were you, I'd knock his ass out, let me go, and go off in your own way. I really didn't hurt anyone. They didn't need the money anyway. And he looks over. Quiet.
I don't think we ever caught your name. What is your alias?
You may call me Mr. Elias.
Mr. Elias. What exactly would you do if we walked out of here and refused?
Well, I suppose you could find out.
I mean, you are one man, exactly, unless there's more of you hidden in here.
Or perhaps, I go back to the Empire, cross-reference every single emissary of the Golden Feather that would match your description, and then, of course, tell my superiors who intentionally fucked over the Empire's plans, knowingly after being apprised of them.
You've not been apprised of any plans.
I have told you, in this very room, that the will of the Emperor is this, to win the money.
You've given us the propaganda, but not any details.
You don't need details. I don't need details. I execute my orders. The
I'm
end.
the one with the money.
Well, If you don't want to work with me, then I'm sure someone else will sort you out.
Oh. Where are they? I kind of look at Jade. I'm like, you know, a little knockout doesn't seem like a bad idea in this moment.
He stands and grabs Jade, makes her stand. Well, if you refuse to deal with me, then perhaps we'll be going.
Without the money.
We'll get the money another day. I can assure you of that. You're either with the Empire or you're against the Empire. It seems you've made your choice.
Does it seem wise to make threats at the ones you wish to acquire something from?
I've tried using honey. Perhaps now it's time for vinegar. Good day to you all. We have a ship to catch, remember? And he starts leading Jade out of the room. And she grabs and drinks one of the drinks and then puts it back on the table.
Can I stand up and like sort of block the path?
Unless you physically keep him from leaving, he's gonna push through you and leave.
I mean, he could try, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll stand up. I'll be like,
yeah, Ron,
we're not exactly done, my friend.
Oh, I think we are. Are you gonna hold him in the room?
I'm just waiting for Valkan.
Yeah, Sam. I don't know what to do.
I will basically put my hand down and be like, I don't think the conversation was over, my friend.
Get your hand off me. Make an athletics check, because he's going to try and remove your hand.
Athletics. Let's see. Well, that's a natural 20 on the dice, so for a total of 25.
You got a 19. So he goes to grab your hand and turn it as in sort of a wrist lock to get you off of him to push past you. But you anticipate it and sort of move your hand away from him. With being a monk, you understand when people are trying to use any semblance of martial arts moves on you, and you just completely counter it. You, sir, are making a mistake.
Listen, you're not my enemy, okay? But we were not done with the conversation. No need to rush out.
I am done with the conversation. At this point, if you keep me here, then you are holding me against my will. An Imperial envoy, might I add.
I'm not sure.
What are you going to do? Hold me here forever? Tie me up? Wait till I get back home? You're going to kill me to make sure I don't tell anyone? That would be rich. Killing an Imperial envoy. You have no cards, sir. None.
I mean,
You're only getting deeper in this hole that you're digging. So I suggest you sit down and get out of my way.
One, do I look like a murderer? Two, I have your money. I do think I have some cards on the table here.
You have the money for now.
For now. And I think we made it quite clear that we could work out a deal if we have proper assurances.
I have given you assurance that we are not going to level a city. Doesn't that sound absurd to you? We will end the war, however, if this thing is true that you say. I'm sure there are plenty of military targets that would decimate Ram Crown.
Let me plead with your rationality real quick. You are an agent of the Empire.
Indeed.
You're meant to be a subversive force out in the world. Why is your word that you're not going to do something? But why should I believe that?
My word is all that you have.
Okay. And my point was, maybe there's somebody else we could talk to.
Would you like to accompany me back to the Citadel?
Is that the prison?
The Citadel is where the Emperor lives, but there is a prison under the Citadel. That's one of, many dungeons or prisons in the Empire.
I kind of want to be a smartass right now and be like, would that be within the Citadel or underneath it?
I suppose it's up to you. Or the Emperor.
I mean, I would love to speak with His Majesty.
Well, then I'm sure you can arrange travel there. For now, my current mission is to take Ms. Bouldertown back to her cell.
I turn to my companions. Any thoughts? Do we just let them leave? Do we go with them? Do we give them the money? What do you want to do?
Y'all are in quite a pickle.
I mean, I'm not giving them the fucking money.
Vin's gonna be very upset if we give away the money.
We're not giving them the money. They're gonna. He doesn't know what's happening.
There's no
He's gonna let
money.
people
First
die.
off, it's assets. So they still have
We're
to
not
turn the
giving you
assets.
money, sir. You have not convinced us that you're not going to let innocent people suffer.
I have said all that I can, and if you don't believe my word, then you don't believe me.
Could you do?
I'm sorry, we need
could you do
more than
us
your word.
A solid and allow us a meeting then with the proper authorities in this matter, if it's that big of a concern for you?
Like I said, venture your way back to the Citadel.
Okay.
If you are emissaries, you'll get in no problem. I'm sure that the Emperor would love to hear what you have to say.
Real quick, can I just I want to say in character, but time out. I just want to make sure I'm understanding the stakes properly. If we don't come to a good situation with him, he's essentially said that he's going to go back and figure out who we are, because he knows we have the gold feathers, and then they're going to basically say we were traitors to the crown.
Yeah, he's being a dick about it.
But
So
that's
you're-
likely to happen, right?
You were caught between two nations now. Since he knows now that you're emissaries, you would believe that he would have the ability to check in on who the emissaries are, cross-reference, figure out who your identities are, and then make that happen. He's essentially saying, give me the money now or we'll just take it later. Alternatively, you know that you've won the money and that Gilris was the one who sponsored you. So it is reasonable to believe that he's going to want that and then compensate you for the mission.
He didn't specify.
Yeah, we don't exactly know what
said
his
he
plan.
doesn't care about the money as long as the other person doesn't win. But if he knew we won, then he's obviously gonna care because he fronted the money for the ships.
Yeah, that's reasonable to believe as well. And then the third option is fuck everybody and keep it, but then you have to worry about
Is this for
owning a
sweet
mine.
justice?
You have to you own a mine in Ramcrown, you own land in Pav. You have to figure out what to do with those things, and you have a bunch of like receipts of goods, like for trade goods you'd have to sell. So it's possible. You could say
we're going to put it all in Reese's name.
you could say fuck everybody and keep it, and then have to do some management with assets.
Become
but that's whatever you want to do.
D&D.
Yeah.
We could
We would
kill
become
him.
the new
no
like
one would know.
third party like empire of the land and have like Vantis and Ramcrown.
Yeah, so
Okay.
just
Sir.
just to remind you, the attendant said that they would arrange everything as you left the table, and we'll have it ready on either your room or your ship as you leave. So
How about you give us a moment for my companions and I to sort of discuss? We are, as you see, sort of a democratic party. So maybe just 5 minutes is more than fair.
by all means, with 5 minutes, I'm out of this door and I'm heading
Very
back.
good. I'm
Just kinda
dragging
give him-
Ron
Just
into
kind
the
of give
next
him
room.
a light, friendly pat on the shoulder. There you go, my friend.
We're not friends.
We could be.
You
Okay.
didn't say anything.
Are we huddling somewhere or what are we doing?
Yeah, we're going to the next room. They're like it's like a suite, so they're in one of the rooms and we're in the other
It
room.
might just like walk out.
What do we do? We're like whisper huddled.
I don't
Or
know.
we could be like out on the
I've been,
balcony if you want.
I've been coming up with stuff off the top of my head. I have no idea what to do with this
Can't
kind of
give
money.
him- We can't give it to him,
Yeah, I know. He seems like an asshole.
but if we give it to Gilrus, it is how you'd say treason, no?
I don't know. Is it? We're not exactly.
Kind of.
But then again,
sort of.
what is he gonna use the money for?
I don't know, but he's gonna tell them that we stole the money, and then we can't show our face in Ventus ever again.
Would that
Well,
be
if we
so
don't
awful?
give money to Ram
No,
Crown,
that
then-
really would not be so awful. I am very much convinced that Rain Crown is a slightly better organization.
Well, I'm not so sure.
But then
I
how
might
do we
even
get
suck
back
it
to
up
White
and brave
Lotus
the
to get
cold.
work? Because we cannot get work in Rain Crown. That was very difficult.
Then we can go to
Sure.
Lower Deck. Ron made friends
Ooh.
with Mr. Zarlug, but you know
We should have
he's-
just let him win. If we had let him win, it might solve all problems.
but he's not nice guy. You know, he kill people.
None of these
for-
people are.
because they feel like
None of
it.
these people are good people, actually. So.
So we take all money, we donate it to a charity, and then we get out of town.
1.2 million gold to a charity.
Well, how
There are
does one
starving people in World Vulcan.
How do you sell mines in land? We have
I am
the
not-
I mean,
pearls
I have
and
no idea.
jewelry, so that's okay.
I'm not a business. I'm kind of talking out of my ass here with limited
We
knowledge.
could give it to Order of Iberus. Let Tristan Van sort it out. He is very smart.
You think the old man knows what to do with that?
Oh, sure. He is very old. Old people know everything. It is fact.
He would probably get disappeared by Vantis or something.
Oh, this is a good point.
Well, if we are marked as traitors, then guild is associated
Guild
with us.
is also
therefore guild
ruined,
is traitor,
which is a
and
good point.
master is ruined.
Can Vin use magic to wipe memory of this guy so we never had conversation?
I don't know if she has that spell.
Don't know why she is taking her time. Her makeup always looks fine to me because she doesn't even use real makeup. She just uses her little shape-shifting thing and she looks perfect, but she is taking quite a long time right now.
Okay.
Like, does she have anything that could, like...
Well, Valkan,
convince
do
this
you
guy?
maybe
No.
we say
So-
we go to Vantis and speak with Emperor, but in the meantime we think of a new plan.
Or buy time.
Yes.
And you are the smartest one of us. Do you know that? No one tells you that enough.
Thank
I
you.
don't mind that idea,
Welcome.
but what's gonna stop this guy from, in the meantime, spreading that we're now traitors?
He has not confirmed
Ooh.
we actually have feathers.
You know what we need? We need to discredit him.
He doesn't know our real names.
But he could
But
find
this-
out who has a feather. Gold
Yeah.
feathers. But what if we get him arrested and he is discredited?
Highly unlikely. If he is an agent of the Empire.
Yes, but this island, it does not answer to Empire, does it? Does it, DM?
It's like a Monaco situation. They're
Yeah,
kind of
it's
their
like
own
time
resort.
law.
They don't care.
It's kind of their own resort, but you're not sure if they would openly make enemies with the major nations
Probably.
and their powerful people.
They're probably the type of place that if a
They'd
big
probably
nation
extradite.
call in, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'll extradite." Yeah. Oh, they're here in the resort. We'll
Okay, new plan.
Have 'em.
What if Curio stole all of winnings? Then it is we were going to give it to him.
Oh,
know?
who is Curio?
We know they're here.
Wait, is Kate Curio?
No.
Was she-
Whoever is Curio was not at a game.
What's
Yeah.
his, wait, did
That's
you
what I'm
find
saying. We
them
tell
here?
him we give him all of winnings tomorrow. In meantime, we find Curio, set up a library heist so that Curio steals winnings. But here is the thing: it does not have to be actually Curio. Vin can look like anyone. She can be Curio. Yeah. And we try to do the right thing. It is out of hands.
Rod met Curio. Curio is with his name Tabaxi, cat
They were
person.
looking like Tabaxi. You do not know. We know they are some
What?
sort of shapeshifting.
But out in the Curio ship, lots of outfits, different shape sizes. So maybe
Exactly.
Curio is same as Vin.
Exactly. So Vin could pretend to be Curio, steal everything from this guy. What was his name?
Mr.
Mr. Alias. Steal
Elias.
everything.
Elias.
Elias.
So of note, you know, Curio tried to steal the gems, as those were the only tangible wealth here. Because Jade got the rare imported trade goods like receipts. Thornsby had the gems. Zarlug had basically like an order of fine art objects and black pearls. And Versi brought the land deed, and Evermead brought the deed for the mine.
Yeah, thieves
right, but I'm not talking about
like immediately.
Right, but I'm not talking about the real Curio stealing things. I'm talking about making it look like Curio stole everything.
So you want to frame someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
We no longer have the monies. Darn, we tried to do the right thing. What do you do? We just have to buy some time.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to that. Can I ask how confident are you in this idea?
Like 20% confidence. There is lots that could go wrong, but I have no other ideas, so you know.
Ron?
It's either that plan, or we tell the guy that we will bring the stuff ourselves to Ventus and buy time.
It is either we say 24 hours, give us 24 hours to get you the deeds and all the monies. Stay on island, relax. Tomorrow night, that buys us time to stage something with Curio, or we will bring it to you. Here's the thing I'm thinking. Okay, look, I'm very smart. I read a lot of books. If the money gets stolen from us, we are still suspicious. If he has already received it and then it gets stolen from him by Curio, we had nothing to do with it. You see what I say? Follow? No? Ron? Makes sense. Yes? Yes. Very good.
Yeah. But we are not good thieves.
No. Vin is able to do this.
I'm sorry, how much longer do I have to wait?
2 minutes, sir, please.
In 1 minute, I walk out of that door.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not a businessman. How long would it take them to turn all these assets into actual gold, do you think?
Oh, can I roll like an intelligence
time,
on that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It would take some time, right?
History would be good for that.
Ron would assume so. They had to find seller or buyer. They had to find buyer and.
Oh yes, rolled a 19. It is
for a person to do it, it would take a doing. If an empire is in possession of it, wouldn't take long to turn it over.
But like we're saying, if we gave him the money, how much time do we have to steal it back, essentially?
If he's off this island with that stuff and is like, good luck.
We need like a well-placed tropic storm.
I was thinking if we were to turn it in ourselves, but then like immediately try to track where it goes, whose hands it eventually ends up in. Maybe we can make a case.
I
for,
really wanted to track, locate. I don't have it. I don't have locate item.
You are still under the effects of the detect thoughts. You could push deeper to know more if you're curious of his intentions.
No more what?
Of his intentions. But it's only supposed to last a minute. I'm kind of loosey-goosey this on time, so you can dig into his mind if you would like. But there would be consequences, but you would know based on.
Let's do it.
It's up to you.
I guess with the last remaining
it's high risk, high reward.
The last remaining residue of potion that exists, I guess, try?
Sure. Okay. You sort of pierce deeper into his mind as you're sort of looking at him as you're huddled about. You can get insight into his reasoning, emotional states, something that looms large in their mind. he knows that you're probing into his mind, but is there something that you're specifically looking for?
I guess what his plans are if he was to have I guess what the overarching mission might be of his, like what is his.
You learn that his mission is to get this money,
right,
and if he does receive this money, he will return to Falshir, the capital, and will turn it over to a conglomerate of people, including General Uthek, the High Arcanist in the courts, and some other wealthy individuals, with the intent of ending the war by any means possible.
Okay. So, but the Emperor wasn't among the names in his head.
Nope.
Okay. I will quickly turn back to.
And he
Ron.
looks at you, and his eyes sort of narrow.
I just give him a wink.
Alternatively, you know, if he does not get the money, knowing that you have it, the first thing he does when he leaves here is brand you as traitors. Because he's confident that with being branded as traitors, that they can get the full force of the Empire behind searching for you and then getting the money and taking it from you, or figuring out where it went.
Okay. So basically we have a spy who's working at the behest of the wealthiest people in the Empire to end the war, to secure their interests and being wealthier, probably. I guess I will quickly say to Ron and Brendan, I just kind of dove deeper. He's not. He just wants this money to give to some rich people, and they'll most likely probably destroy a city if they had to. So I say we probably don't give them the money. At least
He knows that you probed, and he goes, "You, sir, have made a mistake. The money now, or I walk."
We don't have weapons on us, do we?
Nope.
No time. Ron has dagger.
I have my weapons right here.
You have one. Did you found one dagger? That's right. And then
Still the
Falcon always says,
Can I have it?
No, I don't.
Well,
do I? No, probably not. Right?
you picked up the coconuts before you left. Falcon, you can't part with your sword, so you always have it.
Oh yeah, I always have it.
Ron tosses Bryn the dagger, and Ron bum rushes the dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! Okay.
Let's go.
And that is where we will take our break. So don't go anywhere.
Talking for nothing.
How the tables have turned. That's exciting. So come back here in just a bit, and we will see what the hell is going to happen here. And see y'all here in a bit. Go grab some snacks and stretch your appropriate appendages. See ya in a bit.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Break time. BRB.